Okay, so we're going to start our homemade roasted tomato soup. So we got a bunch of tomatoes and an entire thing of garlic there. So they're on a pan. We're going to drizzle some of our infused olive oil on all the tomatoes, just a little, and a lot on the garlic. Still on the paper. Next, we're going to salt and pepper them. I forgot to turn it back on. Salt. Pepper. It doesn't come out nearly as fast as the salt does, but that's okay. Now we're going to take some fresh rosemary and just drizzle it across the tomatoes. Kind of like so. We want all of them to get some of that rosemary flavor. And we also have some fresh thyme. I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. We're going to put them in the oven at 425 for, I don't know, 35, 40, 45 minutes. Then we're going to work on this other stuff. We're going to make a great grilled cheese to go with it, which is going to incorporate the basting. Normally I'd use a red onion. I didn't have any, so white tomato. This onion's for tomato soup, tomato paste, chicken broth because I'm out of stock. But anyway, so we're going to put these in at 425. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so our tomatoes are still roasting with the garlic. We've got a yellow onion sauteing in the pan with some olive oil and just a little bit of the chicken broth. Just enough to not let it burn. And we're going to let that saute and simmer way down. And you know what? Because we like flavor, let's add some of that fresh thyme to the onion. Why not? Yeah, baby, put it there. Add it. Got our bacon. We're going to do a little ninja. Cut it up. Got our tomatoes and onions diced up real fine. That's going to go with that fancy grilled cheese. All right, see you shortly. Okay, so our yellow onion is really softened, somewhat brown. We're going to add just a little bit, not a lot. I don't measure, but a little bit of tomato paste to that onion. Stir it in. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit so that it actually cooks down that tomato paste. I add just a little more. Just a little more. So we do want our soup to thicken a little, and this paste will help it, but it also really help flavor these onions, and we're going to blend them up. But yeah, so stir that in and keep it simmering. So we're getting our bacon jam grilled cheese going as well. We got our bacon and a little bit of finely chopped rosemary and thyme. We're going to let that cook down and the bacon cook right, and then we'll add our diced onion and tomato. Again, I only have white, but use red if you had it. It'll be good. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, so our bacon is about 3/4 way cooked. So now we're going to add our onion and tomato to it. We're going to stir that in. I know you see it, I know you hear it. There's some onion and tomato paste. So let's stir this in real quick. We're going to let that continue to cook up for a minute. And again, this is not for the soup. This is for the grilled cheese to go with the soup. Because you got to have the grilled cheese with tomato soup. We just take it up a few million notches. Roasted tomatoes, garlic, rosemary, thyme. Coming together, about done. Got about 5 minutes left. I did extend the time by 5 minutes. Be back in a second. Oh, and if you don't have a Hello Kitty hoodie, you're just not cool. Hello Kitty, baby. Hello Kitty racing. Karami, tsunami, something like that. She's the best. My granddaughter tell you all about it. All right, so we got our tomatoes, garlic out. I've already pulled all the rosemary and thyme off. Save that. It's pretty dehydrated, but we're going to throw all the tomatoes into our blender. Can you see that? No. Get a little closer. All the tomato going into the blender. I like to do these semi-separate from the chicken stock or chicken broth. I'll show you, because I like it to have a little bit of texture to it. We're going to set all that off to the side. Now, a garlic bowl, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take it and you're just going to squeeze, and all that will come out. And I'll try to capture that for you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, because it's really hot and I'm going to have to use a rag, to be honest. But it works. Can you see? Look, just squeeze, and all that roasted garlic comes out. I hope that translates well and you can see that. Get it all out. And honestly, you can throw it in there. I mean, it's safe to eat the wrapper, paper, whatever you want to call it, the skin on the garlic. It's actually healthy. Now, we're going to add a rosemary, thyme, tomato paste, yellow onion to the blender. Here's where it gets awesome. We do got to add chicken stock as well. Now, we're going to deglaze this pan, so to speak, because it's going to be, we're just going to reuse it for everything. Got tomato paste on my damn hoodie. Anyway. All right, we're just going to pulse. Until we see that we got some thick, creamy. Now we're going to add chicken stock and blend it together. I did find a few more onion pieces, so let's add them in. All right, so. Yum, yum, get you some. I'm just filling up the rest of the blender with it. I don't measure. Don't need to take measurements, I guess. Put the lid back on. Hold it down. I've learned this from experience. Hold that lid down. Especially when it's hot. Alright. Just a little bit of quick puree. That's not going to be thin enough, but we're going to add more stock to it in the pot. So we're going to add the rest of the stock to the pot. That's going to deglaze the pot. Let's turn it back on high because we want to get that sizzle when we put it in. So just for good measure, and because it adds another level, we're going to drop an entire spring onion into here, and I'm going to try to get it down low even though it's really hot, just so that it gets ground up quick. We're going to put the cover back on real quick. Oh. No, it's not a real pulse. I just like the old pulse. That way I kind of control when I want to shut it off. All right, there's that lid out. Now, chicken stock, into the hot pan, which I promise you will deglaze it quickly. If you don't believe me, let's take this out of the, look, all that stuff's coming off the bottom real quick. Now we're going to add our blended tomato recipe to the pot. 3, 2, 1, a pour. Dang, I should save a little of that to rinse that out with. But I didn't, so now we're going to bring that up, not to a boil, but to a simmer. And then we'll reduce the heat to keep it simmering for a short time. Yummy, yummy. But you can see I did not get it just super liquid. It's kind of sticky, got a little bit of texture, which I like. That's how I like it. So anyway, we'll be back when it's done. It's time to do the grilled cheese. So you will hear people tell you to put heavy cream in here, but if you're doing it just right, look at that. See that swirl? See this swirl here? Here? If you're doing it right, you do not need heavy cream. You don't have to put milk or dairy products into this if you're doing it right. So we're going to start up a little more. Ooh, bacon jam grilled cheese coming up. All right, so we're getting our grilled cheese in. She got cheddar, I got pepper jack. We both got some shredded mozzarella. And of course, we both got another slice that has the cheddar on it. But before you can make that official, medium heat, because you want to cook slow, so that when that cheese melts, it incorporates with this bacon jam. And we're going to put it on our good and thick, because you know what, if it spills over, it's okay. What does it hurt to have a little bit of that on the side of your plate, right? I don't think it hurts. That's just my personal opinion. But we are going to kind of press it down a little bit, because if the grilled cheese is too thick, it gets a little hard to eat, so let's see what I've done. We're going to put our top piece on. And of course, on this, we have butter and garlic, and of course, fresh herbs, rosemary, thyme, basil. Fresh, chopped up, mixed in with the butter to make it compound butter. So, while that is slowly cooking until it melts better, we're going to get a couple bowls, and we're going to get small ones so that we don't overeat as much. We're going to stir that soup up. One ladle and a half ladle. 1.5 ladles. I'm using a silicone ladle because that's the only ladle that I have. I don't like it, but it's what I have. So 1.5 ladles each. There they are. We're going to top them both. Just a little extra spring onion. Yep, they're just chopped up on the counter because just me and her. All right, let's flip the grilled cheeses. A 3, 2, 1, flip. A 3, 2, 1, flip. Again, press them a little bit because I'm going to heat in there. A lot of people like to lay on it, steam it. I don't want my bread soggy, so it'll be done soon enough, though. So I pulled the first one out. We're pulling the second one out. Look at that. We're going to cut them in half because we like our sandwiches cut in half. So here's mine, which is been out for a minute. And here's hers, which we just pulled out. Got hotter. So tell me what you think of that bacon jam stuffed grilled cheese. Look at that. Mine got cold again, but hers is not. We just pulled it out. So we're going to have that. Let's put it over the soup. Okay, so here it is, plated up. The homemade tomato soup and bacon jam stuffed grilled cheese. Maybe I can convince my wife in the video and give you a good review because, you know, I'm going to tell you it's good, but I'm still going to try it. Stir it up just a little. But I want to dump my grilled cheese into it. Hang on. I'm going to dump my grilled cheese into it. I'll give you an honest thought for that. So here we go. I mean, that's dunked in there. Good Lord. It's hot. Here we go. Oh my God, that's my best tomato soup ever. Can't wait for her to try it. I hope she will be on the video and tell you her thoughts. If she does, I'll see you in a second. If she does not, I'll see you next time. But good Lord, that's good. Later. So she's not want to be on the video, I'm going to tell you right now. She thinks it's 2 thumbs up. Yeah, that was good. Try it. Later. Bye. Hi, baby. Final taste test. Just the soup by itself. They're definitely my best. Definitely my best. I got to start taking measurements for you guys. Anyway, delicious. Figure out the measurements. Try it. Play around with it. Great.